Hello. Yeah, let's find myself first. Otherwise, I can't speak to you. That's not good, right? I can't see the comments. And it's always a struggle to find myself, but no, not this time. At once. And as far as I can see myself very well, so there should be no Facebook trouble, I hope, because it drives me crazy. And now I just have to wait for you. I hope you can see me and understand me, can hear me correctly. I think you can see me correctly because I can see myself on the screen and it looks good. And I can see myself on the phone and that also looks good. So, hello, good day. I'm a tad early, maybe 1 minute. I don't know exactly because I wanted to see if I could find myself quickly and if everything was okay. It should be. Well, welcome. And yeah, let's have some crafting fun today with the new collection from Elizabeth Craft Designs, which is called the Evening Rose Collection, and it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. There are flowers in there, florals, the florals, of course, but also a lot of other elements, like a slider box, like a beautiful, ornament frame, elegant decorative frame to make cards, for example, or something else, what I'm going to do today, something else, some greenery, mini florals, and something I'm absolutely in love with. And that's the stamp set. I absolutely love the stamp set. So yes, I'm going to use it today. Definitely I'm going to use it today. I don't see any comments. I don't know if something is wrong or maybe you're not very chatty, but I can't see any comments, but I am hoping you can see me and hear me. And otherwise something is wrong. And if something is wrong, I don't know what is wrong. I'm going out of here and going back in. Let's see if I'm missing something. No. Can somebody place a comment, please? Then maybe I can see if something is wrong. And if I don't see anything, then something is wrong. I don't know what then, because I can see myself. I will just go ahead and start. Unless I hear otherwise. I really don't see anything. I don't know if anything is wrong. That's a bit strange that I don't see anything. I'm getting out of Facebook. Let's see. Don't know what's happening. Starting again. Okay, yeah, good. Now I can see comments. Hello, yeah, good. Okay, I was getting worried that something else was going wrong today. Of course, if you say something in the comments and like and share the video, you have a chance to win the $50 gift card, which is also very nice. Thank you, Angelica. I can see you now. Good. I was getting worried, but I'm here. Okay, hello. I am going to make something with the new collection, with the Evening Rose collection. And it's something that, I don't know why, it's quite funny. Everybody from the design team made one, not knowing from one another. And we all made one of these. I don't know what to call it, a drawer box, a jewelry box, a slider box, gift box, well, name it whatever you like, but it's fun to make. And I know Susan made a double one, so there are 6 drawers, and I made this one with 3 drawers. And it's funny that we all saw this little box and all thought the same. So I thought, why not make one today as well? I had to prepare quite a lot for this, but it's really fun to make and fun to do. Okay, going back because I don't think the comments are okay. If I am not answering you, I'm not being rude. I have a problem with the comments. So I'm just going to do my thing. So I made this one already, and I made this with waxes. I colored with a lot of, I think 3, 4 or 5 kinds of waxes, and it's turned out a bit vintage, which I really, really like. So this is one project, and I used the Florals 28 for this. That's the one with the 4 leaves, and I'm going to do the same today, but I'm going to make a different kind of flower, and I'm doing something with my background. So I'm going to make something like this with different colors. And hello to everybody. I can't see your comments, but if you're here, I appreciate it. I prepared a few things, that's what I said, but I'm also going to show you how I did that and what I did. And now I don't have a screen anymore, but I am on my phone. So, okay, good. Going out and back because I really can't see the comments. I hate this. I really, really hate when Facebook is not participating. Okay, good. What did I prepare? I die cutted this. This is from the Elegant decorative frame set, the 2120. And it's the middle part, so to speak, and it's what I'm going to use. I also die cutted these, and these are the Elegant decorative borders, the 2121, which are great to use as well. And of course the box itself, which is this one. When you die cut the box, you will have 2 elements, these 2. And what you make of it is this one. And you can use this like this. Add some design paper, add a few flowers, you're fine. But I want to make the drawer, so I'm going to use 3 of them. So I prepared 2, and I'm going to show you how I did that. It's actually quite easy to do. I also die cutted some of the butterflies, but then just this one, I don't know how to say that, but there are different kinds of dies in the set, and this is just one part of the die, and I really love this. I'm going to make a bit of a shabby chic project, and I also die cutted the flowers and some greenery, and I also use vellum that I will show you in a minute. First, let's do this. And in order to do this, you need quite a firm paper. Again, I don't know if you see me, but I'm just doing my thing. I can't see the comments anymore. I'm not being rude, I just can't see you. So, just let me check if somebody's trying to reach me. No, okay. If you die cut the box, you will see the score lines, and all you have to do is fold the score lines. All of them. And I'm using my bone folder. Has to be done right, otherwise it won't fit. But that's part 1. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same with this part. Again, you will see the score lines, just fold them. all of them. Let's check if I did that correctly before I used the bone folder. I did. These are also score lines. And all you have to do now is glue it together. With just a bit of glue on these small parts and fold it. And the first time I did this, I thought this was the lid. And I was like, how is this supposed to be done? So luckily Marga was there to help me, and once I got it, I was, oh, okay, it's a slider box. Really funny, but we are here to help one another, right? So let's just do that. So, box is ready, and now this part, and you will see a smaller and a wider part, and the smaller part should be under the wider part. So you can put your glue or your double-sided tape, which I'm going to use now, on the smaller parts. Add a bit of glue just to give it a bit more just to make sure that it will stay where I want it to stay. You're ready, and you have a box. It's as easy as that. That's all there is to it. So now I have 3 boxes, and I can just glue them on top of one another. I'm going to do that in a minute. First, I'm going to prepare the flowers, or at least one of the flowers, because I made a few already, otherwise it would take too long. Let's just put the butterflies and the leaves over there. They are there for later, not for now. Okay, as I said, I prepared a few, and I wanted to show you how I did that with this set. So all I did was die cut the flower, and I'm missing one. Oh, here. Yeah, I wanted to say there are 5, and I also die cut it to vellum ones. All I'm going to do with the vellum ones is fold them a bit. Don't want it to be too straight, just a bit crunchy, and I'm going to do that with this one as well. There we go. What I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to make it wet. And I did that before, but it's a fun way to make a flower. A bit of a crunchy flower. Just spray it for a bit. Other side as well. That's it. And then again, I'm going to fold it. Like this, and put that aside and let it dry. Because when you let this dry, it will stay in the shape as is, because the water will make the paper very hard, and that makes it easy to create a flower. There we go. So I wanted to do this first because this has to dry. We will let this dry. I'm going back to the drawers. There we are. And all I'm going to do is glue them on top of one another. That's all I'm going to do. Actually quite easy. You wanna, if you want to, you can first make some knobs or something else on there, but you can also do that later on. You can just take the drawer out and do it later on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm always using double-sided paper, tape and glue on a project, double. There we are. And this one is going on top of the bottom one. There we go, that's one. And then the next one. Well, and this is of course not very difficult to do, but it's a fun project to make. And I already heard somebody say I'm going to use this in my craft room for all the small parts, and I'm going to make a sort of a drawer cabinet, a dresser, small dresser for all the small parts of leftover dies and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to use this one in my craft room. According to my daughter, I ought to give it to my husband because it's going to be a bit of a romantic project. And she said, you can put pictures in the drawers. Very good idea. And number 3 is going on top of the first 2. There we are. That's the base of our projects. And I still can't see comments, and I'm hoping I'm still live, and I hope you can see and hear me. I can't see the comments, so if I'm not responding, I'm not being rude, I just can't read anything. What I did was, I have to design one of the design papers here. You have seen the paper, I think it's really, really gorgeous. I love the colors. And well, all I did was measure this, and this, and I die cut it and scored design paper to go over it. Well, I think everybody who is a card maker, and I think there are a lot of you, will know exactly how I did this. I only know the measures in centimeters, not in inches, but just measure this part, and I got this one from David, and it has the inches and the centimeters, and they are quite equal. So it's a little over 2 inches, which is about 5.4 centimeters. And then I scored, and then this is 9.8 centimeters, which is 3 3/4 of inches. And then again, the other side is the same as the first one. And that's all I did. And now I only have to do, the only thing I have to do is just glue it on there. And then ready for this. Before I'm going to do that, I don't like it if the back is like this. You can just push the drawer out, and I don't want that. I want it to do it on one side. So when I ran into this with this box, I thought, what can I do? Something fun, not standard. You can also use design paper or something else on the back. I mean, I know. But I thought, let's use this because it's so pretty. And that's the elegant decorative frame. And I am going to use it like I did here. So before I'm going to glue this down, and I always have to check if the drawer is on the right side, I'm going to take them out a bit. I don't want to glue them. Let's just take them out because I have to. That's easier to work with. All I'm going to do is fold this around this side and that side, like this. I'm going to fold it. And then I have a very pretty back, and I want this part on the middle. You can see it? I think you can see it. And before I'm going to do that, I'm going to color it. And I'm going to use wax again, just because I think it's fun to use. And I have here a few waxes. Rusty brown is a very nice color for this project. I'm going to get my hands dirty again. Why not? And of course you can use all kinds of mediums to color with. I'm just into waxes at the moment, so I'm just going to use it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Not at all. Just giving it a bit of color. I need to color a bit more. If you have watercolor or something else, sprays, ink sprays, it's all fine to use. And use it in the colors you need to use it for. What matches the design paper. And I'm going for a bit of a shabby chic look. So this rusty brown is perfect for that. My finger is brown now. That's fine. And I have a bit of, it's a bit too dark, so I have a white wax. And I'm just toning it down a bit. Good. That's how I want it. And I'm going to fold this part. I'm just going to wing it a bit. Yeah, that's fine. And the other side as well. Look at that. A gorgeous back. Just, at least I think it's gorgeous. I only need glue on the parts that will be on the cardstock, not on the part of the back of the drawers, but this way the drawer will not go out on the back. And I'm doing something with my background again. Okay. And you will see a part on the bottom part of the, let's call it cabinet or dresser or box. Let's call it box. You will see that, but that's okay because it's not something you will see when you look at a project. If you don't want that, just cut it off. And it fits perfect. Let's give the glue a bit of time. Now I can use this part on there. Oh, it's crooked. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's better. And now I'm going to glue the design paper on there. And the other sides. Again, I'm using double-sided tape and glue, both. You can do it however you however you like it. But I'm going to do it this way. Always have trouble to get the top part off, but here we go. Then the glue. I'm getting quiet, but I can't read anything you're saying either, so there we are. I think Else is traveling back to the US today from Portugal. She is doing the live again on Friday. Go. We have a holiday here in the Netherlands at the moment, 2 weeks, sort of a spring break holiday, not really, but 2 weeks of holiday anyway. And my husband took a week off and went to Spain playing darts. The European Championship of Bullshoot or something like that. It's called something like that. And he was in Barcelona today, so I was very jealous. And my daughter is going to Barcelona as well, but then in October with school. Great fun, of course. And my husband went by airplane, and it took him only, I don't know, 2.5 hours, I think. But my daughter is going by bus with about 150 people, a few buses. Very, very busy. Very, very long trip. But it's worth it. I saw pictures today. Barcelona is a very beautiful city. I'm first going to do this. I'm going to use brads. Let's do the silver ones. 1, 2, and number 3 for the drawers. Nope, I just want the silver one. There we are. Taking a pencil. And I want this to be done in the middle, approximately 9.5, about here. This is approximately where the hole is going to be. And I'm not one to measure everything, so this is my way of doing things. Do it the way you want to do it, but I'm not doing it this way. And number 3 is here. Where are my scissors and a punch hole, very sharp thingy. You can do this beforehand too, you know, but I always seem to do it the more difficult way. This is just the way I work. Number 1. Number 2. And you can also glue some piece of paper or something behind here if you don't want to see the back of the bread, I think you call this. No problem at all. First the scissors and then the breads. There we go. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. They'll go in there. There we go. Go in there. Why are you not going in there? Oh, look, there we go. I thought what's happening. So this is the back. I wrapped this around in design paper, and these are the drawers with the knobs. Very cute. So when this is ready, you can start decorating. And for that, I'm going to need everything else I have here. And I'm going to make flowers as well, of course, because it's the flower collection. And I'm going to make these flowers. Oh, I hope you can see it. It has vellum in there as well. So all I did was die cut the flowers from paper, in this case the watercolor paper, because I'm out of the soft finish cardstock. Normally I would use the soft finish cardstock. That's all I did here. In the middle I used one of the smaller flowers, and I colored this one with the same rusty brown wax, just as a darker element in the heart of the flower. It doesn't have to be that way. I can also use the wax to just add a bit of more rusty brown. I might do that. The way I made these flowers was exactly the way I showed you before. I made them a bit wet and I folded them, and as soon as they're dry they will stay in shape. They're a bit crunchy, they will stay in shape. And if you are using the soft finish cardstock or watercolor paper, it won't tear up, even though it was wet. It won't do that. So I have the vellum and I have these. And these are dry, so I can just put them together and make these bit of shabby chic flowers. So let's do that. I'm starting with the biggest one, and on that I will glue the biggest vellum one. There we are. And then the biggest one after that. Which one is that? Not that I have two here, so I have to really watch what I'm doing. That's this one. And I have here my flower shaping kits as well. This is all here, there, and here. Good. I'm almost out of glue. That's one thing I always have in house, just in case. I'm adding one more vellum one, and then a smaller flower one from the watercolor paper. And I'm just taking my tool and shape it into whatever you think it is, a sort of a rose or a crunchy flower. For me, it's a bit of a shabby chic flower. You can also die cut lace and put a lace layer in there as well. Oh. It's sticky on my fingers, that's not good. There we are. I still am a bit mad that I can't see your comments, but can't do anything about that, can I? I need to get the new glue out soon. And again, I'm using the shaping tool. There we go. And then for the heart of the flower, I have these small ones. And I'm just going to give them the same rusty brown look. Again, I'm just taking one of the waxes I used. You can color with whatever you have. I'm doing both sides because I'm going to make a sort of, yeah, you will see what I'm going to do in a minute. I'm giving them the same rusty brown look. Again, I think this is a great color for the shabby chic projects I love to make. A bit of glue again, taking one of these, and I'm just folding it into a thingy. It doesn't really have a name, I think. There we go. Going to do the same with the other one. I'm just folding it, a bit of glue in there. And oh, stay there. Doesn't want to. And now it does. Good, that's it. So yeah, I've got 5 of those. Bit of shabby chic with a with a vellum. Sort of shabby chic roses, let's just call it roses. I think they turned out great. Love those little flowers. And it's a very easy way to do it because, well, you just make it wet and fold it. Let it dry and then you're ready. Really very easy. Also, if it's a shabby chic project, what I also like to do, and that's why I cut one of these, which fits on there perfectly, I would love to fold it. I really love to tear it and fold it and put it on there. Don't know why, but I really do like that. And I now realize that I forgot to use the stamp. I wanted to use the stamp here, and I don't think I can do that now because it won't stick. The ink won't do that because I wanted to use this element here, and I should have done that before I glued it down. I will do that another time, but I really wanted to use the stamp. But okay, next time. Going to make it a bit wet. Let's do this side. Because it rolls up just a bit easier when it's wet. I think, and I need to know what I'm doing. Yeah, let's do this side. Going to roll it up like this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And again, because the paper is wet, it will stay in shape as soon as it's dry. I think that's enough. Yep. It's a bit wet, so let's see if I can just use a bit of glue already or not, and otherwise I will just have to let it dry for a bit. We'll just leave it and color the borders and the leaves and the butterflies. Okay, this one is not going to fit, as you can see, but that's quite all right. We will just cut it here, and you can just use whatever it is you need to use, but let's just use it this way. Where are my scissors, my big ones? Oh. That's here. And the other side. Going to do the same. And I will show you what I did in the other box, which I'm not going to do on this one, but I used the 2 leftovers on the front, like here. These are the 2 leftovers. I just didn't want to throw anything away. It's just pretty. Okay, where is my rusty brown wax? It's right here. Again, just use what you want or what you have to color this, and whatever fits your paper. Again, I'm using the wax just because I like it and it smells great, which is always funny. Let's see. Really like it. Let's keep it this way. Let's do the other one. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be a bit white there as well. It's just part of the shabby chic look. There we are. Just a bit more on this side, and then that's ready. Wax will just get anywhere. And I'm going to glue it on there. And you have very pretty size of the box in a minute, and it's easy to do. Just die cut it. You can even use another design paper to die cut it, and then it's also colored. You can use paint, you can use whatever. There we go. Perfect. What's the front? This side. I couldn't find the tape. If you add tape, you can make a sticker of this. But I couldn't find it because my hobby room, my craft room, is far from ready and everything is in boxes. So I'm doing it with glue, which is not the best way to do it, but it has to be done this way. Otherwise I can't do anything. That's the second one. And the back. Look at that. Really, really pretty. Yeah, I'm going to use my scissors for this. And here. I have a paper distresser somewhere. I really do. I don't know where. Somewhere. There we go. And maybe I can add a bit of color. This is a new color. I've never used it. Let's see. Let's try on the back. Oh, that's fine. A new color from Versafine. Actually fits the design paper perfect. Let's do this one as well. I really like the effects. There we are. Let's glue this on there as well. And start decorating. I'm missing my stamp here. I'm going to think of what to do there. Oh no, I have to color the leaves. I have some vellum leaves as well. Really nice. And vellum folds very easy. There we go. And I think it's very pretty on the layers. So, fun part. The layering and the building is always the fun part. I need to give the leaves a bit of color. And let's do a bit of gold and brown. What's this? Antique vintage gold. Bit of gold, not too much. Perfect. Looks perfect already. I don't even think it needs the brown. I will just leave it like this. Great effects. Absolutely love the waxes. I haven't used it in a while, and I saw them again with cleaning up here, and I was like, oh yeah, really love my waxes. I have a lot of them, and not enough, because there are new ones which are not available in the Netherlands, or at least not all of them. Glue on my fingers, dirty fingers. Great. The flowers. Do they need a bit more, maybe? Just on the edges. It's going to be very pretty, I think. Pretty projects. And I'm just using a bit of wax on the flowers just to tie everything in. Sort of all belongs together, you know. Different, but same. Too much. And there we go. Let's clean it up a bit. And the flowers need something. Of the butterflies. The butterflies need something. Maybe I can add a butterfly here later on. What I'm also going to do, before I do anything else, I'm going to use, well, you can use lace of course, but I have this is from Powertex. Sort of, it's not cheesecloth, but something you can use as for structure, for texture. You can also use cheesecloth. But I had this, so I thought, let's use it. And again, it just adds to the shabby chic project. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just around the edges a bit. There we go. Let's use a bit of glue. So, and let's start with the leaves. It doesn't really have to be perfect on the box. It can go outside of the box as well for a bit, no problem at all. I'm not gluing everything, just parts of it, because it's a bit more playful. Zo. Vellen. And more vellum, just because it's really nice to use on a project like this. And let's first add some flowers. I want to raise a few flowers as well, a bit higher than the rest. I have foam somewhere. Yeah, here. Let's create a bit of dimension. Can I even be a bit higher? There we are. And we add more leaves. I think it's pretty. I really love these kinds of projects. I have no idea what you are thinking, because I still can't read anything, but I hope to hear that later on. There will be a butterfly there, I think. Yeah, I think so. Let's do that later. You don't see the glue on the vellum because I'm only gluing parts of it. And again, you can add lace, you can add anything you like. Make it just the way you want to make it. Don't know what to do with the butterflies yet, but I will think of that later. I might add one here, but I have to color it. And I might add one here, and I might add one here. Don't know exactly yet, but it will be something like that. And my hour is over, I think, already. Oh, time flies. Don't know if I'm going to use the other flower, but let's see about that in a minute. But this is, I actually used exactly the same as on the vintage box, but the look and feel is quite different because of the colors. But the products are exactly the same, and you can either use that in your craft room or as a gift, as my daughter said, with pictures in it, which I thought was a great idea. I have to do something about this, but that will be just fine. Well, although I couldn't read anything you were saying, I do want to thank you for watching and to have patience with me because of all the technical problems again, which is a shame. But I do hope you like it. And I hope to hear from you, well, online and Facebook about that. Thank you so much, and until next time. Bye bye.